weeks happen so fast that I find myself making another video about whiskey. Here's another one that I picked up sometime, I think it was in June. The date on this is June 25th. And this one here is the Resurrection Rye. Comes in a bottle like this. It says Rye Whiskey on it. I also have some new make from the same distillery. Here. Lisa and I tried this at one time, and I had another pull from it the other night, or should I say the other morning. But here is the actual whiskey. This has been aged. It even says on here, 100% BC rye grain, double distilled, aged in oak. It does not say how long it was aged, but it was aged. But first, what I'm going to do is open this bottle, and I'm going to pour a dram, and then I'm going to read the rest of what it says on the bottle, of which there is a bit of information. And look, this comes off just like that. They did this part right. Okay. Uh-oh. Tight little synthetic cork. Glencairn glass. And a quig-sized dram. Okay. Now, while I let that sit for a bit and open up for a bit, I will read this. It says, Resurrection Spirits Inc. 100% British Columbia Rye Whiskey, organic rye, yeast water, matured in oak. It's 1672 Franklin Street, Vancouver, BC. Resurrectionspirits.ca. And 42% alcohol by volume, 84 proof, distilled and bottled by hand in Vancouver, BC, at Resurrection Spirits, 750 mils. And this, once again, is what it looks like. Now, this is 100% rye and double distilled. How does this stack up compared to Alberta Premium? Naturally, it costs more than Alberta Premium. This 750 ml bottle was $79.99. So $79.99 and 10-cent bottle deposit. So here we go. So that would be $4 goods and service tax plus $8 BC liquor tax plus 79.99 plus 10-cent bottle deposit equals $92.09 out the door. That is considerable for a non-age statement. Canadian rye whiskey, it's probably made in small batches, and it's probably, from what I'm gathering, a small distillery. This is the first I've seen of it. I've only seen it in one shop in town, and it is arguably one of the best stocked shops there is. BC liquor stores don't carry this, and I don't know of another store that does carry it except for the one where I got it, and that was the Tudor House in Esquimalt, at the corner of Esquimalt Road and Admirals, down near the Canadian Forces Base. It's giving me a spicy nose. I'm also getting a lot of wood, as if this was aged or finished in virgin oak. A lot of wood and spice. Spice is the typical rye spice. And what's interesting, there's a little bit of a fruity note too. It's like maraschino cherries. And while I'm nosing this, I can see how it resembles the New Make Spirit, the New Make Resurrection White Rye. It resembles the New Make quite a bit, with the addition of those woody notes. But you can still tell where the spirit comes from. I'm getting some of those marshmallowy notes I was getting before, and it's somewhat sharp on the nose. And then there's a little bit of a mintiness along with the spice. I'm not getting a lot of dill right now, but I am getting some kind of a mintiness, and it also resembles that marshmallow note. So mint and marshmallows at the same time. And wood. Fresh wood. Door planings, pencil shavings, that kind of thing. And there's also a kind of a sweetness to it. And I'm not sure where that sweetness comes from. To start, I had a gin and tonic. The Shelter Point gin with Schweppes tonic. Wash some of that out of my mouth and give this rye a try before things go awry. Something like that. Let's have a look at the overall viscosity. It is. Well, we got trails of droplets. Doesn't look that viscous at all. On the palate, it's like the New Make. With the addition of wood. I'm getting every indication, judging by my nose and what I taste on my palate, that this is aged in virgin oak. And maybe not for a very long time. Maybe 2-3 years. It is old enough to be called whiskey. So maybe 3 years. I'll be surprised if it's older than that, because the flavors I'm getting are quite spirit driven. It resembles very much the unaged. Is it aged at all? No, it's a rye spirit at 45% alcohol by volume. Yeah, this is just like the New Make Spirit. Very spirit driven. Tastes a lot like the New Make with some wood. I am not at all impressed with this one. It is harsh on the palate. It's not enjoyable. It's rough around the edges. It just doesn't do anything for me. It's young. $92.09. What a waste. It's even bitter on the finish. Nice try. Nice try, but there's so much better rye whiskey for so much less money. I don't anticipate a lot of resales, or should I say a lot of repeat sales. I don't anticipate that. I don't see it. It's not all that good to my palate, and it's expensive. And it may happen that this bottle will last a really long time, because I can't see myself reaching for it or for the new make either very often. This might stay for years. This is the first time I've said that about a whiskey. Usually, if I don't quite like a whiskey, I will drink it. Marshmallow, mint, and virgin oak. Just about every note is off-putting. Wow. I don't know. But there are so many better examples of Canadian whiskey. This has a fancy looking bottle. They have a third bottling, which is somewhere in between these two in color, like halfway between the two. Maybe it's a blend of the two, or it's just one that's... I wouldn't buy it. I'm not tempted to go for the third bottle now. This was just a waste of money to me. I don't say that very often. Well, I don't even want to drink this to anyone's good health. Good gosh. Can't believe it. Do they call it resurrection because you have to be resurrected from the dead after you've had this to drink? Gosh. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't see it improving either with exposure to the oxygen. Maybe the next whiskey will be better.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.